All right, it's official. Tom Brady's 22-year NFL career is over. He announced his retirement from the NFL today. The 44-year-old Brady departs with a record 7 Super Bowl rings.
In his lengthy Instagram post, Brady thanked his teammates and others who helped and supported him over the years, including his family, writing, "And lastly, to my wife Giselle and my children Jack, Benny, and Vivi, you are my inspiration. Our family is my greatest achievement. I always came off the field and home to the most loving and supportive wife who has done everything for our family to allow me to focus on my career. Her selflessness allowed me to reach new heights professionally, and I am beyond words what you mean to me and our family." We feel that way about our CNN colleague and Tom Brady superfan, John Berman, who joins us now in his full regalia. Also with us is Damien Woody. He's a retired offensive lineman who won 2 Super Bowls with Tom Brady when he played for the New England Patriots. Great to see you, Damien. But John, I have to start with you. How are you processing this breaking Brady news?
I feel empty. I feel lost. No, look, actually, he did us all a favor, or ESPN did, by sort of leaking it out over a few days. So I've had a few days to adjust to this, and I'm doing better now. I've come to terms with I'm going to have some more time on Sundays. I'm going to have to get into fashion. Yeah, I'll have to still watch the Patriots, but I won't have to watch the Bucks also. I'll have to get into nutrition or fashion or whatever the next area that Tom Brady wants to dominate is. But I'm prepared to change. I'm ready for change.
Damien, as I listed off just some of the accolades here, 7 Super Bowl wins, 10 appearances, 5-time Super Bowl MVP, 35 playoff wins, 243 career regular season wins, 624 touchdown passes, 84,520 passing yards. Can there ever be another Tom Brady?
Victor, you'll be hard-pressed to find someone in this lifetime that'll put up those type of accolades. And, it's just tremendous what Tom Brady's been able to do over 22 years. But, when I look at Tom Brady, he really is the epitome of the American dream, if you think about it. This is a guy, he wasn't a heralded pick. This is a guy that was picked in the 6th round, 199th pick in the 2000 draft. He was a 4th-string quarterback coming out of University of Michigan, and he worked his way up methodically, became the backup quarterback behind Drew Bledsoe, and all it took was an opportunity. And once he got that opportunity, he ran with it with arguably the best career in NFL history.
John Berman, you never really told me all that stuff about Brady. You just talked about how cute he was.
Well, it's all true. It's not mutually exclusive. I just want to be clear about that. And Damien Woody knows, he hit on the thing that's most amazing about Brady, is he was the 199th pick. He was the 199th pick in the NFL draft. Every NFL team passed on him 5 times. Imagine how they felt every day for the last 22 years. Like, oops, we 5 times we had a chance to pick that guy, and we didn't do it. It really is amazing. And the other thing, just in terms of New England and Boston, what he meant, and Damien can speak to this because he was on some of those great teams, but also was there when they were struggling a little bit, is that if you were a Boston fan, Red Sox, Patriots, you were kind of used to it all going, belly up at the end. Things went wrong. And then all of a sudden, starting with Tom Brady, they didn't anymore. Things stopped going wrong. They went incredibly right. Look how right. It was a totally different mindset. He just completely changed the way we looked at everything.
Yeah, just every once in a while, you glance over the monitor and just feel it again, John. You just feel it again. Damien, let me come to you. What do you make of this this first statement, not including mention of the Patriots, not including mentions of New England, and then the thanks Patriot Nation afterward, no mention of the team specifically? You think there's something there we should be paying attention to?
No, Victor, there's nothing there. And all I've been hearing all day is a bunch of whining and crying from Patriot Nation about, Tom Brady, dismissed us. How could he possibly do this after 20 years in New England? And I'm telling everyone, just chill out, calm down. When he left New England to go to Tampa Bay, he put out this lengthy statement thanking Patriot Nation for everything that he was able to do in New England for 20 years. And I'm sure Tom Brady is gonna go back to New England, and it's going to be a love fest. So for all the Patriot fans out there that was crying because Tom didn't include the Patriots in that lengthy statement, relax. You got 6 championships. What more do you want?
John, did you feel snubbed?
No. I will say, I know if he went to the 6th page on the Instagram post or 7th, he would have thanked me personally, but I know he's thinking about me. No, I didn't feel slighted. Look, he plays for the Buccaneers. He had to be talking about them. He did. And you know, my friends up in Boston, my fellow massholes, sometimes they take things too personally, and this was not about them. And Brady clearly knew what he had to do to correct it after the fact. He saw it. He made us all feel better. He cares about all of us.
As usual. John, very quickly, what are you going to do with your super fandom? Like, where is that going to be channeled now?
I'm gonna, you know, it's up for sale. I'm gonna shop it around. I don't honestly. I don't. I don't know. I honestly, it's been 22 years. Like, I've been a Brady fan since before I've been married, and I'm practically a grandfather now. I mean, my kids, like, you know, are practically out of college, and I've been a fan of Brady before that. I was a producer at ABC. You know, this was generations ago. This was generations ago when this all started. So it's going to take a while to figure out the future.
Here you are with your boys, or I assume this is you with your boys. It's hard to know who the overgrown middle child is there. I think that's you with your boys. All right, well, John Berman, Damien Woody, great to talk to you guys. Thanks so much. Really fun to hear the sadness and the celebration today.